Okay, so I've got this plan coming along fairly well, and I have it set up on a sheet as well, which is, I'm fairly sure A2. I might just check it actually. So if we go to the page setup manager, I can easily check that the sheet size is what I think it is, and so no, it's actually A3. Okay, so it's lucky I checked. And you want to have an idea of that, but even more importantly, the scale. So here I'm going to select that viewport, and you can see there that the scale is 1 to 100. And I think you've done 1 to 50 floor plans, haven't you? Mostly, or have most of you done 1 to 100 and then 1 to 50 for details? Just for your design projects, not for me. You've had to do 1 to 50? Okay, so I might just quickly show you then how to set this up for 1 to 50 as well, and then I'll do the dimensions for both scales. So I'm going to right-click on this tab and go to Page Setup Manager, Modify, and then again just look at those settings, but also I'm going to change the printer there to Adobe PDF just before I copy it. So there now I'm going to right-click on the tab and go to the Move or Copy option, and then tick Create a Copy and Move to End. Oh, sorry, actually I'm not going to choose Move to End, so I'm going to choose the A3 RCP because I want this new sheet to go in between the floor plan section and the RCP. So you can see now at the bottom I've got this extra tab, and I'll right click there and maybe go to rename and change it to A2. I'm hoping it'll fit on that size. Let's just do it slow. There we go, A2. And then I'm going to right click on that tab and go to the Page Setup Manager, modify again, and then this time change the page size to A2. And so you can see now that the page has become bigger. My title block no longer works really for this page size, but I can just move that across for the time being. And then I can also move, so I'm using the Move tool here if that's not clear. Moving those viewports apart will give me a bit more room. And then I'm going to select the floor plan, and you can see then that the viewport's locked, so I'm going to unlock it first, and then I can change the scale to 1 to 50. Now I can use the grips to expand that viewport and make it hopefully big enough to fit everything. But you can see then that the plan's not centered in my viewport anymore, so I need to go into model space by clicking on the paper button or double clicking inside the viewport, and then I can just pan to center that properly inside the viewport. So I'm going to go back to paper now, and then I can check a little bit more closely to make sure it's all visible, and then finally I'm going to select that viewport and then now just again lock that viewport as it was before. And so that's important. You need to have again some idea of the scales that you're drawing your dimensions for, and it'll help a lot if you have those views at the scales you want set up. And while I'm talking, I'm just turning the grid off in the viewport there so you can see more clearly. So again, you want those views set up on the sheet with the scales that you intend, so that when you go to draw your dimensions, you can see how they look on the sheet. So again, 2 floor plans at different scales on different sheets, and so I'll finish there, and then I'll do another video going through the steps with just drawing dimensions.